Welcome guys, how is it going? I hope everything's set up on your end. In this lesson, we will discuss data types which are essential knowledge for all aspiring JavaScript developers. Before getting started, I must explain something we have learned in the previous video. What does it mean by write document.write, a parenthesis, and inside parenthesis a double quote, and inside the double quote text. By document.write, we are telling, hey, print this text, and the text printed out on the browser. And how our JavaScript even running on the browser? All browsers have JavaScript engines that run JavaScript of web pages. For example, we are using here Chrome, and Chrome has an engine called V8, where Firefox has an engine called SpiderMonkey, and Safari has JavaScript core. Here, basically the V8 engine running our JS on the browser. You also can use here console.log instead of document.write. These are almost same thing, but if we run this, the text is not showing up here, right? Where we can see the text, more tools, developers tool, and console. As you can see here, our text has been printed here. So by console.log, you can also check your code in the developers tool under console. Okay, let's get started with data types. There are 7 data types in JavaScript: string, number, boolean, undefined, null, symbol. It is new in ECMAScript 6, and object. The first data type is string. What does it mean by string? A string is basically text. We can write a string inside double quotes or inside single quotes. Let's remove this. As you can see here, text inside double quote is a string. Go ahead and run this. The double quote string works. Let's use single quote and remove this. Cool. Single quote also works. So we can write a string inside single quote or inside double quote. Let's back to our previous step. What will happen here? Run this. Oops, I got an error. So the error here is because in a single quote string, we used here another single quote and encountered the error. How we can handle this situation? Let's add here a backslash. The backslash has a special meaning in programming. The backslash means ignore whatever just immediate after the backslash. We also call it escape character. Let's go ahead and run this. Cool. So with backslash, we can handle this type of situation. What we can do with string, we can concatenate a string like this is a string plus. So our aim is to concatenate this to string. Go ahead and run this. Okay, the texts have been concatenated. But one problem is here. As you can see, the learn and JavaScript become a single word, but there an space there are space expected, right? Let's add here a space and run this. Perfect. That's how string works in JavaScript. Another thing I should explain, at the end there's a semicolon. It's a rule for JavaScript to add semicolon at the end of an expression. Expression is a small piece of codes that produce value. Most of the cases you will forget to add semicolon and it works. At some cases, ignoring semicolon can produce errors. The another data type, number, and it is self-explanatory, isn't it? Let's write some numbers. 13. Run this. 13. 5. 5 plus 5. Run this. 10. As you can see, numbers does not require any data type of quotation, whereas string requires quotation. Say hello, and it is a string, whereas 5 is a number and it doesn't require any quotation. However, you can always check data type. And how you can do that? You simply write here type of five. What do you know? It is a number. Let's run this. Oops, I made a mistake. Number, type of hello. It should be a string because we have a quotation. Let's add here a double quotation. Cool, string. Alright. The other data type is Boolean. So, Boolean can be either true or false. True or false. Certain condition may be true or false. Let's say 5 equal to 7. Run this. False. As you can see here, it is a comparison in JavaScript. In JavaScript, we compare anything with 3 equal signs. So, 5 equals 7. It is undoubtedly false, isn't it? Okay, 5 greater than 7. Let's run this. 5 of course not greater than 7. 5 less than 7. Run this. True. Let's write another example. Type of 5 equal to string. What do you think? 5. I can say 5 is a number and we are comparing 5 is a string. So I think the answer should be false. Let's run this. False. And let's say type of 5 equal to number. Let's run this. True. Very cool, isn't it? Let's remove this thing and add a quotation here. Run this. The 5 became string. How come? Because 5 is inside a double quote. Let's remove the quotation again. Run this. 5 is a number. Whenever you write text inside quotation, it becomes a string. I hope the difference between a number and a string makes sense to you. Let's write here something called var. X equal to 5. Here the word var means variable. I will discuss variable in the next video in details, but just remember here, variable is something that can hold or store a value, which means x is a variable and it has a value 5. Let's access this variable here, x, run this, 5. What happened here? Our computers remembered we have a variable x and it has a value 5, and whenever we needed x, it returned or provided us the value 5, and we can see here the value 5. Alright, what happens when I remove this value? Which means we have a variable x and it doesn't have any value still. Let's run this. Undefined, and it is our another data type, the fourth data type, undefined. The undefined means we have a variable but the value has not been assigned yet. Let's talk about our fifth variable, null. What does it mean by null? Let's assign the value of variable x equal to null. Here, null is an assignment value. It can be assigned to a variable as a representation of no value. So, x has a value null, which means x has no value. Let's see what happens. X, alert x. Let's go ahead and run this. Our browser alerts null. You have a variable and its value is null. So, okay, let's add 1. Let's see what happens. Our output is 1 because the variable x has no value and the value is null. So far we have learned string, number, boolean, undefined and null. Our sixth data type symbol. Symbols are new to JavaScript and in ECMAScript 6. A symbol is a unique and immutable value, which means the value cannot be changed. I will explain later what is immutable and mutable values, and symbols may be used as key of an object property. Before learning symbol, let's learn our seventh data type object and its properties. What is object? In JavaScript, object is a collection of property. Let's try to write an object. We have a variable x, rename it. We're going to write an object employee. It starts with curly bracket, name, clone, name equal to Noor, comma, is equal to 33, comma, designation of the employee, engineer. As you can see here, name is the property and Noor is the property's value. So in the object, the property represents a key value pair. So the left side is key and the right side is its value. The object is key value pair. What is the purpose of writing object? So that we can create key value pair and we can access its properties. Let's access these properties. So I want to get the name of employee object. Name dot employee dot name. Run this. Noor. As you can see here, the employee object has a property called name and its value is Noor, and we are accessing the name property to get its value. Let's access employee age. Cool. The object employee has a property name and the value is Noor, and Noor's age is 33. Alright, now let's talk about symbol. As I mentioned, symbol is new and unique thing in JavaScript, and also symbols can be used as object property keys. Let's create here another variable id equal to symbol and object employee id equal to 3, 4, 5. What we did here, so we have appended the id property and its value along with these properties, and let's access the employee id. Three, 4, 5. And that's how JavaScript works. Okay guys, let's just quickly recap what we have learned today. String, single quote or double quote, number, as you know, no single quote or double quote, boolean, true false, a certain condition can be true, certain condition can be false, undefined, a variable but its value has not been assigned yet, null, no value, symbol and object, properties and its values, key values. In the next video, we will discuss variables, and stay tuned for the next videos. See you in the next video. Bye bye.